Good morning, friends. Welcome to the Denton Library. I'm Miss Robin. It is March 31st, the last day of March. That means tomorrow is April Fool's Day. You have any jokes planned for anybody? Do you play April Fool's pranks on people? Sometimes that's fun to do. Do you do that, Miss Susan?
Me? I guess you'll have to wait and see.
I think that's fun, as long as they're harmless. Just a lot of fun. All right, this past Sunday, March 28th, was a national holiday. It was National Something on a Stick Day, and what's better than food on a stick? Food on a stick is fun, and it's easy. But first I thought, can we think of some things that are not food on a stick? And I couldn't hardly think of anything. I could only think of two things. You help me out, post some things, make a comment if you can think of some other things that come on a stick that are not food. All I could think of was like a pogo stick you jump on, and the things called pinwheels or spin wheels that you blow and turn around. They're kind of on a stick. Can you think of anything else? I just kind of blanked out. You can put it in the comment section or let us know, because mostly what I could think of was food on a stick, which is fine by me because I like to eat. Let's think about food on a stick. What can you think of? I can think of lollipops, corn dogs, caramel apples, shish kebabs, where you take and you put meat and vegetables, little chunks of them cut up, you grill it.
Marshmallows.
Oh yeah, marshmallows. Popsicles. Can you think of any others? I've got some pictures to show us, but what can you think of on a stick? All right. Maybe you can give us some ideas online. All right, I'm going to show you some fun things you can put on a stick to eat. And, I thought of a great idea. Wouldn't it be fun for you and your family to have your own something on a stick day and see if you could eat all 3 meals off of a stick? And you could use, like the long sticks you use for shish kebabs or grilling. You could use toothpicks. You could use pretzel sticks to put food on. You can put just about anything on a stick. Maybe not soup, but just about anything else. If you froze the soup, maybe you could do that. I don't know. Anyway, I've got some pictures to show you of some things that people put on sticks to eat. Maybe it'll give you some ideas for your meals. If you do 3 meals on a stick one day, let me know. That would just be fun to hear about. Here they've taken fruit, pieces of waffles, and then, of course, our corn dogs that we're familiar with.
Oh, gosh.
All right. Here's what I call a shish kebab. Is that what you call it, Miss Susan, up here? Oh, doesn't that look yummy? In fact, both of those just look yummy. They bake cookies on a stick. That would be fun.
Cookie Pops.
Have
you ever had Cake Pops? Cake Pops.
I've never done those. Oh, yeah, that's another one. Didn't think about that. And, of course, this is a lollipop. And I think this would be a fun, less messy way to eat watermelon. Cut it and put it on a stick for outside. Of course, lollipops, we know about those. Now, I've actually made a form of these. You make a little cheese ball and put it on a pretzel stick. I've done that for a party one time. And these are just pieces of cheese with pretzel sticks stuck in them. I would call those appetizers. Okay. We know corn dogs, but this one is, you take a sausage, a link of sausage, dip it in pancake batter, and you have pancakes and sausage. I'm not going to show you my other picture yet. Now, the other picture is something that people in other countries eat a lot more than we eat here, and I definitely could not handle this, but there you go. Bugs on a stick. They're actually sold in markets to eat. You can buy them like that to crunch on.
Do you eat the whole thing at one time, or just they look like the crunchy cream-filled kind?
I don't know. I don't want to get any legs stuck in between
Okay.
my teeth. If that's your thing, go for it. But I'll skip that one. Here's where they take, actually, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You cut it up into little chunks, and you put it on a stick alternating with fruit or other sandwich items on a stick. Now, that would be fun. You could do that for lunch. You could actually make that yourself.
Yeah.
Be easy to do. Just be careful if the end of your stick is sharp. Might want to break it off a little bit, make it not so sharp, or keep sliding your food to the end so you don't have to stick the stick so far in your mouth. All right, those are just some ideas about food on National Stick Day. That would just be fun for you and your family. I want to read just a page or so in this little book called Mistakes at Work. Actually, a fun book to check out, full of a lot of great information about how some things were invented. You know, some things were invented by accident. And there is a little section in here, and it's called Popsicles. And I'm just going to kind of read it, tell it to you, combination. Back in, let's see, 1905, so over 100 years ago, there was a little boy named Frank Epperson. And did I say he was 11? He was 11 years old, and he had an accidental invention. Back then, there was some powder you could buy in a little packet called soda powder. And you would mix it in with water, and it would make a little drink. I don't know if it was carbonated or not, but it kind of reminds me of what I think about like Kool-Aid today, maybe. But anyway, it was a popular drink in those days. So he was on his back porch stirring some up in a cup. And he got distracted and left it overnight. And that night it froze because the temperatures dropped. So he went outside the next morning and saw it, pulled the spoon out of the cup, and the mixture was stuck on his spoon, and he started licking it. That was the invention of the popsicle. He called it Epsicles because his last name was Epperson. This is just a pretend picture. That's not really him. He started the business of Epsicles, selling Epsicles. But as he grew up, became a man, and had children of his own, they would say, his kids would say, Pop, make us some of your Epsicles. Pop, make us some of your Epsicles. So it became Popsicles, and that's where the name Popsicle comes from. Right. So the most famous, popular flavor of popsicles is, can you guess? Can you guess, Miss Susan?
Cherry.
Orange.
Ew.
Yeah, that's the one most sold. Mistakes at Work, an accidental invention. A fiction book, fun to read, The Great Lollipop Caper. Caper, that's a food, and a lollipop to read about them. Anansi, that's how I pronounce it anyway. And The Magic Stick, that is a fun book to read. A great book. Anansi can get into all kinds of mischief and adventures. We've got several books about the spider Anansi. And you would just have to see what happened to him and the magic stick.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
I've never seen a warthog just laid out.
Floating down the river.
Floating down the river.
This is a short book, but I like it. And I'm going to read it to you today. It is called Stick and Stone, Beth Ferry, Tom Lichtenheld. And let's see who the publisher is. I forgot to look it up. Holton Mifflin. Yes. Stick and Stone. Wow. People have such good imaginations writing books, don't they? Wow. Stick, stone, lonely, alone, a 0, a 1. Alone is no fun. Stick, stone, along comes pine cone, makes fun of stone. Won't leave him alone. Vanish means go away, says stick. His word does the trick. Stone whispers, "Gee, you stuck up for me. That's just what friends do." Excuse me, that's just what sticks do. Friends do it too. Stick, stone, no longer alone. Stick, stone, a friendship has grown. They wander, explore, lays by the shore.
Nice castle.
Mm-hmm. Then thunder and rain. Boom! A loud hurricane. Stick is windblown. There goes pine cone. Hold on, calls out stone. Again, he's alone. Search day. Stick, stick, stick. And search night. No stick in sight. What's this? A huge puddle? Stick stuck in the muddle? Help! Stone rescues him quick. Cowabunga! Kersplash! Wow. You rock, Stone, says Stick. That's just what stones do. Best friendship rocks too. Stick, stone, together again. Stick, stone, a perfect 10. To the end. Pinecone, sorry I needled you so much. I believe he's going to be a friend with them too.
I think he is.
Stick, stone, and pinecone. All right. That was a fun story. You know, I've told you this a lot, but I'm going to say it again. A lot. Make sure you look inside the covers of books because they give you hints. If we had looked at that, you would kind of notice where Stick came from. And inside the back cover, it kind of shows you where Stone came from to begin with. So those pages sometimes can give you some information about the story. Pretty cool, huh? All right. All right. Yesterday was the 30th of March, which was National Pencil Day. Sunday was National Something on a Stick Day. So if we took something on a stick and a pencil, which is kind of like a stick, let's combine those and come up with a little craft for today. All right? Have you ever made a pinwheel, or some people call them spin wheels? I just call them pinwheels. You can buy them at the store. Put them in the wind. They blow around. Let's get it going. Well, it does blow.
It's a little camera shy.
Yeah. I think you can do a better job at it than I did. But let's see how to make one of those, okay? It's pretty simple. These are the things you're going to need at home. A pair of scissors. A ruler helps. A pencil, and you need a pencil with an eraser. Some type of stick pin or push pin. And a piece of paper that's cut into a square. A square means that it measures the same on all four sides. So you can see that side is 8.5 inches. And each side, if I kept going around, would be 8.5 inches. That's what a square is. But if you don't have a ruler and you have a piece of paper that is not a square, I'm going to show you a hack. We've talked about hacks before on how to make a square. Take one of the long ends and fold it to where this corner and this edge comes together. Press it there. Okay. And cut it right here. Cut this edge off. And you can see you now have a square. So there's a little hack on how to make a square out of a rectangle piece of paper. All right. First thing you do is you take something that's straight. I've got a ruler here, so I'm going to take it straight. And I'm going to draw an X from corner to corner. So I'm going to line up my ruler and make an X on my paper. And so this is my center. I'm going to take my ruler and measure somewhere around an inch, inch and a half. It doesn't have to be exact as long as it's the same on all sides. I'm going to draw about an inch out on each side. And you know, before you do all this, you can decorate your paper with stickers or take a colors, markers or crayons. Decorate your paper. I'm going to cut now from the corner, but I'm going to stop at where I measured that inch right there. I'm going to do that on every corner. Till I have all four sides, or excuse me, all four corners cut. Now, if you want to work with a friend or a parent or something on this, it might make it a little easier. But I'm going to take my push pin, and I'm going to push, not at the very tip, but back about this far, through. I'm going to skip this next one, go to this one, push it through. Be careful with your fingers. That's why you might need somebody to help you. Skip this one. Go to the next one. Just bending it over. I'm kind of like collecting them on my push pin is what I'm doing. Skip this one. Go to the next one. Fold it over. And there. Did I get it right, Miss Susan?
Looks right.
Yeah, yeah. You have your basic design. One more thing you need to do is that center dot I made in the very middle. I'm going to push my push pin through it. So that I've collected all four corners and gone through the middle. I'm going to hold it and I'm going to push it part way through the side of my eraser. And there you have your spin wheel. Awesome. You can decorate it.
It needs glitter.
It needs glitter. Oh, it does need a little something, doesn't it? That's a pretty sky blue color. All right. There's your spin wheel. Something on Stick Day, National Pencil Day. We just put it all together, didn't we?
Don't eat it.
No, don't eat it. All right. Come up with some foods you can put on a stick and have some fun with those. And I will see you next week. Thanks. Take care. Thanks for joining me today, friends. Bye.